hit the quiet thing on my laptop. It's up in the top. On the buttons. Yeah, there you go, Dave. Yeah, make that 3/4.
So volume down, not the quiet button. Check.
3/4 volume, please. 3/4 quiet, please.
This many quiets.
I'll make you quiet.
No, you won't.
Can you make this more or less loud?
Well, this goes to 11.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 195 of the CAMcast. Woohoo!
Yahoo, buddy.
Yes.
Oh, man, this is confusing. We recorded this out of order.
Yes, we did. The podcast that is experimenting with time travel and having horrible results.
I mean, yeah.
That's really it. I am Mike, dear leader, doc taste, leader of men, herder of cats. I'm wearing shorts today because I'm fat and I was hot.
You're thick with 2 C's.
America Plus.
Festively plump and every day is a holiday.
Built for comfort, not for speed.
Exactly. Just like a Cadillac.
Yeah. Apropos of that, a couple days ago, me and the girlfriend went to one of her cousin's graduation party thingies.
Graduation party thingy.
Yeah, and it was at the top of Suncrest, so we had to cruise through Draper, and we're going on 13th East, down at the bottom of the hill, and some dude who still owns like a large plot of land that you could describe as a field right there on 13th East, parked his like 78 Coupe de Ville
Yes.
in his field. The thing looked cherry as shit.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Was there signage of any kind on it?
No.
Damn it.
Dude was just showing off.
I need it.
He needs it. He is your, mine, our Uncle Radical, the professor of the ghetto arts. He's licensed but not tenured. Or the other way around.
Wait a second.
Hold on. His license is written on the back of a Cheerios box. My God in heaven.
The comma's in the wrong spot.
Okay, General Mills, put your hands up.
Hey, I'm a colonel.
It is Dave Raleigh.
My shenanigans package quite nicely in the trunk space of a 78 Cadillac Coupe de Ville.
Literally anything will package nicely in that cavernous trunk. There we go.
I need more Oreo.
Are you taking my Oreos?
He provided us
I'm
with...
the Oreo man. Give me back my Oreos.
He's the Oreo man, apparently. He is Colonel Eddie Dean, chairman of the board, Zack Lords.
I like that my name keeps getting longer and longer and longer.
Yeah, you mentioned... It's like
I mean, do you think I ever asked to be Daddy Rad's Uncle Radical,
Professor
of the Ghetto Arts, tenured but not licensed?
Scoots.
We call him Scoots for
A reason?
unavoidable reasons.
One day my name will be that long.
These
I'll
intros...
be, what's his name? Eduardo Mignot. I'm going to try.
These intros are getting like the AKAs on the Bodega Boys. Like, they're going to get to the point where we only have to do them at the end, and it's going to be like the last 15 or 20 minutes of the episode.
I feel every year the nicknames get longer.
And you know I'm okay with it.
Yep.
I feel more important. It's the self-importantness.
He remembers a time when nicknames were short and sweet, goddammit.
Patron remembers.
Back in my day.
Yeah, it is our guest, Jeff Woodian of the Import Spring Show-Off, and also UtahAccuras.net.
Wow.
.com.
Throwback.
UtahAccuras.com.
Oh,
And UtahHondas.net.
yeah. Damn. I'm getting them confused in me old age. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, what? Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, nothing I'd rather do on a Memorial Day weekend.
He used the quiet one.
Yay. There we
He
go.
used the aggressive one.
If you
AngryLawAndOrder.wave.
I should just make the quiet one faster and the angry one like slightly longer.
Just a little bit.
Dun-dun. And then
Dun,
dun.
dun.
Rip headphone users.
I know what I'm doing this week.
Yep.
While you're doing whatever the hell it is you're doing this week, go ahead and listen to back episodes of this podcast, which you can find everywhere you get your podcasts. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play. Like, rate, review, subscribe. While you're at it, go ahead and support us on Patreon, because we may or may not need to get Dave some medical attention.
We might need 2 new...
Yeah. That's patreon.com/CamAutomag.
Oh, God, he's making dad noises.
Well, there are a few of us who are making dad noises at this table.
You're the youngest one by damn near a decade.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you are the youngest one by a decade.
Yeah.
If not more. Because you're 32.
I'm 32. I'm the youngest one here.
Yeah.
You're the... Okay, so it means a decade... Oh, yeah, so you're a decade in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. So now you do the math. Figure out how old I am.
Anyway, patreon.com/camautomag. Subscribe at any dollar amount you want, but we recommend at least $5 a month because that gets you into the super secret Cam Shenanigans Facebook group, which is fun. It's where we post stuff early. We just talk shit.
Be like Jackson and just subscribe just to shitpost.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that was a perfectly acceptable reason and well worth $5.
Oh, yeah. You also get the Thursday episodes a day early. We got some bonus content that comes your way.
And, by the way, if you guys are in the Cam Shenanigans page, you should probably let me know if you guys would like to see this maybe live streamed. Because I'm kind of thinking about doing that.
We've got the pieces here. We just have to make
have
them
the
play,
technology.
We just got to make them play nice. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's complicated.
Sonny came home with a mission. She sat down with a book and a box of tools, all right? This shit's getting real right now.
Damn right. It's annoyingly complicated is what it is. It's not super complicated. It's just annoyingly so.
It's like it's things that we don't have control of make the deciding factor of if it works or not.
Yeah, or like stuff that we haven't figured. Like we have whatever. It's a lot. But
It's
anyway,
like trying to make fire and we don't know how to make wood yet.
yes.
I mean, you just... Yeah.
Anyway,
Thanks, Dave.
but also if you're a patron, guess what? We have hit our monthly goal of at least $150 worth of donations a
Oh,
month.
snap.
So that means we are going to draw a name right now out of my cam hat.
If this is someone I know, I'm just...
Who gets to draw?
Ooh.
Oh.
You should let Jeff draw.
I was thinking we're going to make Jeff draw. All right.
Neutral party.
Yep. So everybody who is currently an active patron, i.e. basically everybody but Evil Trenton Incognito,
Damn.
is
Savage.
eligible to win this drawing. The prize, you will come on an episode of the CAMcast. It could very easily be the live episode that we are going to be recording at the Import Springs Show-Off on Saturday. So you will get to come on. You will be a part of the panel. It will be delightful. You get to talk news. We will probably yell at you because congratulations.
No, I will definitely yell at you.
I will scream.
And what better experience than to be belittled in front of a crowd of thousands of people?
Yeah. So there you go. It's a that's resume filler right there. I got yelled
Absolutely.
I got yelled at by some idiots in a parking lot.
Isn't that...
All right,
Yeah.
Jeff, if you would. He's rummaging. He's rummaging.
Drum roll.
All right, just feel free to put that name on the bill of the hat.
Hold on. What was it? There's your drum roll.
I don't know what the second letter
Let
is.
me see.
Oh, that's Ayrton. Ayrton Littell.
Oh, hell yeah.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Ayrton.
Yes.
You have won.
I am so happy Jackson did not get drawn, because that would have been a shit show for me.
God damn, that is savagery at its finest. So
Wow.
next week, can we invite Jackson?
I think we can.
You know
Okay.
what? No. You know what's going to
Actually,
happen?
no. Wait, we're recording. We're recording next week.
Okay, so 2 weeks from now.
Probably not 2 weeks from now because that's when we're going to be recording episode 200. So we need to figure out how to get the shadowy billionaire back on here for that.
3 weeks from now.
There we go.
Got it. You have 3 weeks to prepare Uranus,
I will,
Zack.
I will let him know that he might be on soon.
There we go. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and throw this on the old. I'm going to go ahead and send this as a message to Ayrton because I don't think he's prepared for this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
Da-da-da-da-da. Anyway, yeah, this is one of the many benefits of being a patron. Possibly getting yelled at, or possibly yelling at one of us, i.e. Zack.
You know, the episode of Jackson is just going to be him just literally bring up every embarrassing moment I've ever had with a vehicle, which there's a lot of them, in rapid fire.
Let's just go ahead and establish a hierarchy here. He's going to be shitting on you, and I'm going to be shitting on him.
Oh, Oh, but the thing is, I can't have to stand up for him. But I like you as well, too. I'm in a shithole triangle now.
Jerry, you mind if we get back to the task at hand?
Do you want Mike to call Jerry again?
Why didn't we use that on the last con?
I don't know. I didn't want to interrupt him with that, I guess. I don't know.
I also don't know if that's going to work to the phone. It should.
I
In
mean,
theory, it should, yeah.
It should.
the phone input is from monitor out, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean,
yeah, it
sure.
should, yeah.
Should have been.
Okay.
Anyway.
Shoulda,
so,
coulda, woulda.
There we go. Ayrton has been informed. Perfect. Anyway, so we don't have any new patrons, but doesn't matter. We're getting that sweet Patreon money.
So where's the next level?
So I don't know. That's something we have to discuss. I just threw that out there as something that I figured we'd all be cool with.
I mean, and we were all cool with it. I don't know. Do we want to start low at like 200? Do we want to knock it out of the park and wait for 300?
I also know we were talking at some point about just having a couch guest as well, too. What happened to that?
That was going to be a special patron level. That was going to be just basically like you pay us like $300 and you just come hang out on the couch. But seeing as how we were very reluctantly getting somebody at our current top tier of $50, made it a bit difficult. So, anyway.
Oh boy.
But I think that might be the next goal. $300.
Okay.
$300 a month. We will have you come hang out on the couch, play games, watch my Blu-rays, whatever.
Throw things at the back of my head while I'm not looking.
God, I really don't want that to happen because there's too much stuff that they could hit that isn't you.
So, okay, qualifications is you must be a really good aim.
Yep. Anyway, moving on. We have some birthdays
No
to
response to
celebrate. Didn't look up last week's, but you know who you were. Happy birthday.
Merry Birthmas!
Anyway, this week we have Wilhelm Capati. My dad is celebrating his, 66th birthday. So,
Oh, hell yeah.
happy birthday, Jeff.
Merry Birthmas, Jeff.
Anyway, John Chouse, Joseph Tapia, and our boy from Steady Broke Clothing, Tommy Ratzpatzeth.
Sir Thomas Wootnapants.
Indeed. His birth. Tommy, if you somehow make it out to ISS on Saturday, I will.
He startled the shit out of me by showing up when I was
Yeah, that was fun.
taking pictures of
The Cruise for Karma.
the Cruise for Karma thing. Yeah, for George, yeah.
So here's the thing. I will be there with a Hostess cupcake with a candle in it ready to go. Tommy, if you show up, it's all yours, buddy.
Otherwise, I blow out the candle and I smash it in some random person's face, probably Zack.
The fuck did I do?
You're 21, that's what you did.
You're there.
You exist.
Your face is...
I didn't ask to be born, okay?
Don't make me get pies.
I didn't ask for this.
I'm okay with pies, but a candle...
I mean, he's going to take the candle out.
I never pied on nobody!
Anyway.
I'm done. I'm out today. I can't handle this.
Anyway, so we did our little GT Sport Challenge short track LMP1 car thing, and surprise, surprise, Brandon McConkey beat everybody.
How close was I to his time?
You're like a half second off.
How close was I to him?
Yeah.
A minute and a half.
I mean, I was like a second and a half faster than you by at least.
I also think you used the wrong time, because I thought I got like a 14.3.
That was your fastest time
The
for your
14.6.
session. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So, anyway, yeah, there we go. The went
Wow.
Brandon, Dave, me, Zach.
And me
Hey.
unofficially.
Hey, I was there, though.
Yeah, no, you guys, your times were official. I posted the video, so
okay. All right. I
Yep.
appreciate that.
no problem at all.
Well, I'm going to have to do that more often. That was
Yep.
painless.
Yep. So I have not figured out the challenge for this week.
Been
So
a very busy man.
yeah, I've had a lot of stuff going on. So
We've all been busy.
So we're probably going to take a week off, and we will announce something at ISS. So
Perfect.
be there, listen,
Be there, be square.
be there, and be square because it's hip to be square.
Is it?
Be safe instead of sexy. Now's not a good time to be sexy right now with all those diseases floating around.
Yeah.
But what about being sexy safe?
Like a new Volvo?
Yes.
I like it.
I didn't think you were going to go there, but that's amazing.
Well, you know what else would be amazing if you went there? CamAutoswag.com.
Holy shit. You know what you
Wow.
can get? blowing your dome piece right now. You can get hats like the one we just drew our winner out of. The one that Zack is wearing right now. The one that I have.
I know on a good authority there might be something else in the pipeline.
There will be a Colonel Eddie Dean shirt.
Oh, yes. Good.
Oh, no, like we have
Maybe
shot
one of these.
we have shot the photos
One of
for
these.
it.
Oh, buddy.
There's a lot. Don't worry.
Oh, my.
Zach is finally getting on a shirt.
Yes. Things he said were on a shirt. Now himself
I've
is on
had
a
3
shirt.
things on a shirt now,
Yeah, and now
That's
you're
right. Understeer Victory, Pinto Go Boom.
and now Colonel Eddie Dean.
Colonel Eddie Dean.
Are we photoshopping a monocle onto you?
No.
Damn
Please.
I wanted him to bring his other hat, that
Which one?
not the baseball hat, but like
The cowboy hat?
Yeah, the cowboy
it. The
hat.
cowboy
I don't
hat
know
he
what that
bought
is.
specifically for one girl that worked at A.A. Callister.
We don't need to talk about that. Okay?
I feel like well, I know what we're talking about come Saturday.
Oh, shit. In a
Anyway,
public environment.
CamAutoswag.com, ladies and gentlemen.
Go there, buy all our stuff.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, the A90 Supra,
This is a pleasant surprise.
yes, it makes more power than as advertised.
So what did they advertise the numbers at?
335, and I don't remember the torque number. 335 horsepower and 365 pound-feet of torque. That's all at the crank.
Supposedly.
Yeah, but this damn thing, when Car and Driver strapped it down to a dyno at Livernois Motorsport and Engineering in Dearborn Heights, Michigan,
Oh, boy. They do a lot of fancy stuff, so...
it put down 339 horsepower and 427 pound-feet of torque at the wheels.
That is a very BMW Turbo 6 number.
Yes, and like this is not the first time they've seen something like this. The M5 competition, did something similar, put down better than advertised numbers.
Right, and, typically you see it the other way around, with these auto companies that are over-promising these numbers and then under-delivering. I won't name names, Mazda RX-8.
Well, that had a lot of other things going against it.
It's true, like oil injection.
And a rotary.
You shut your filthy mouth.
Come at me.
He's going to hit you, and
I
I'm
will
not
hit
going
you.
to stop him.
Come at me.
Anyway, yeah, so that's a fun, pleasant surprise.
That's the thing.
Yeah, so what they had to do is they put it in fifth gear. They had to have, the front and rear rollers going because the car's, stability systems or whatever would shit a 10-pound brake if they just tried to do it in rear-wheel drive mode.
Right.
So, modern technology. Hooray!
Yay.
Anyway, so, yeah, that is not a bad... Jesus. That ain't a bad looking curve.
Jesus Christ, that is very, very beefy torque numbers. That's instant boost torque.
That's
Beef. Beef, 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 beef. Anywho.
Yep. So
I know the exact person that just got pissed off by that,
Uh,
and you're welcome.
if he's even still listening.
He's not. That's okay.
Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty cool. So there we go. And also this engine, what is it, like a B, whatever it is. This engine has been proven in other BMW platforms to be able to just take a shit ton of power with a lot of stock internals.
I believe this is the B58. This
Something
is the second version of the B58.
Yeah, the first version of the B58, like it'll make a ton of power without you having to crack the block open and pull stuff out put in stronger stuff. Even the
Right.
stock fueling system will give you a good amount of power. So be prepared to start seeing this thing do crazy numbers.
Aftermarket boost controller.
I'm very happy to see where this goes. Knowing firsthand where tuning companies stand with tuning hardware and software for BMWs already, there are already a lot of things on the market that'll take only minor tweaks to work on the A90. And so I am very, very excited to see a lot of these big number cars on otherwise all stock stuff.
Yeah.
It should not be hard at all to reach the near 500 horsepower mark with mostly or completely stock components.
Yeah.
So we shall see.
Yep. Hey, speaking of parts and Supras, yes, Toyota is getting into the Heritage Program game.
Oh, awesome.
And they're going to start making stuff for the A70, i.e. my old Supra, and
Right.
the A80, i.e. the Supra that you all wish the new Supra was.
Right.
Awesome, because that means now Mazda and Nissan are all doing, and Toyota now are all doing
And Honda.
Hondas as well?
Yeah, they have one for the NSX.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Honda was doing it long before Nissan and Mazda even started.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Honda had been doing it kind of quietly, but, you know.
As they do.
Yeah, and then Mazda, or as I have it in the agenda, Mazda.
Wow.
Yeah. Boy, howdy.
Joins Nissan, Mazda, and Honda.
Yeah, no, Mazda started doing it with the MX-5.
Yeah.
You know, that was their big thing. And then Nissan's like, oh, well, we're going to start doing Skyline stuff, too.
Because Skylines.
Yep.
And now Supras.
Yeah, and now there are no specifics given for what is going to be called the GR Heritage Parts Program. We don't have any specifics, but hey, they're excited about it.
Bring back Land Cruisers.
No,
Well, that's
not yet. We got to get.
Here's the thing: the rest of the world still gets them.
Yeah, that's the problem. You just want them back here.
You still buy an FJ62 in other markets. New.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, no, this is a cool thing. It's very cool to see these companies taking care of these models that kind of built their reputation. So that is always good to see. I'd like to see more companies do it. But
yes.
Dave, hit our special button.
Which special button?
The bottom green one.
Good news! There's a report on TV with some very bad news.
Oh, I know why.
Yes. So
That's the Tesla button.
Yep, it's the Tesla button. So Tesla pushed an update to their autopilot to update this thing called Navigate.
Oh, boy.
Which,
I can actually speak about this because I saw this weekend.
okay.
But I want you to continue.
Okay, so what the Navigate in the autopilot is supposed to do is, it's more driver assist features and it's supposed to do other things. One of the new features is, changing lanes and merging into traffic.
Yes.
However, what Consumer Reports found is that with this new update, Navigate is worse than a human driver.
Which is hard to accomplish.
Yes. So here's some of the problems. Like, it will change lanes, but it will often cut off somebody coming up in that lane because it just sees an empty spot there. It doesn't see that there is somebody coming up.
Is it accelerating into that spot?
Exactly. It is hesitant to merge into heavy traffic, which is already a problem for humans, but when you have this thing that just doesn't want to,
Make the
get into the goddamn lane, it just becomes just more of a problem. Let's see. It was in here. Hell, I have it.
So some things that I saw with this, because I have a friend who's a Tesla and we got to go for a ride this weekend, was it has one of the newer features is it's in the screen when it's it shows you where vehicles are around you, not only in autopilot mode but just normal driving.
Yeah.
And it has a better time of picking up vehicles further in front of you now. So it's cool to see cars that I now can't see from where I was sitting and having the radar being bounced underneath the cars and picking them up. And then he might have explained this to me wrong, but he mentioned, which was either this update or the previous update, it now is able to, if you say I need to get off on this exit, it will. If you start on the highway, it will successfully get you off the highway, off that exit, and stop at the end. So that's the only time the Tesla Autopilot will officially stop the vehicle.
Okay.
Which I found very interesting and kind of cool,
actually. Yeah, so Car and Driver describes this
merging situation.
I mean, it's prone to doing dumb things. Like, it aggressively cuts people off, and it makes very illegal passes. Like I said, it's reluctant to merge into heavy traffic, and they described it as like being with a first-time driver.
Huh.
Yeah, which I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there with a first-time driver. Jeff, have you ever, been with somebody their first time behind the wheel?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, it's fucking terrifying, Dave.
Yep.
I still am a first-time driver.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to get behind the wheel with you, because it's fucking terrifying.
Oh, thank you. I thought I smelled bad or something.
He's not that bad.
All right, then.
But something I did notice too, which I don't know if this is strictly to this update, but I found highly interesting is, so when you're in a lane and the lane is merging in next to you, not there's a vehicle there, but like when the lane is merging into you and the lane widens, the vehicle freaks the hell out. It has no idea what to do with that because it's like, whoa, now my lane is now 1.5 times bigger than it should be.
So, like, does it try to, like, center itself in the new wide?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So, like, you'll be hearing it will
terrifying.
jump over, like, 4 feet and then try to jump back as it can see the lane further ahead.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, it was really odd to watch happen.
That's freaky.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there we go. Well, more Tesla news. So, Morgan Stanley has...
Good news! There's a report on TV with some very bad news.
God, I love that button.
It works really well. I'm glad I found that.
Yep. So Morgan Stanley and a lot of Wall Street have gone from, saying buy Tesla to hold on Tesla, which is, not necessarily a great thing,
right?
Especially when you're trying to aggressively raise capital because, you got to pay for shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Is Morgan Stanley the buy now guy?
No.
Okay, never mind.
You're thinking something very different.
Yeah.
Anyway, according to Morgan Stanley, Tesla has gone from a growth story to a distressed credit and restructuring story.
That's not good to hear.
No.
I was told by the Tesla employee that I should buy Tesla this weekend.
Yeah, no shit he's going to tell you to buy a Tesla.
Well, buy Tesla stocks.
Why?
He told me to.
Dude, people who've been shorting Tesla have been making out like fucking bandits. Like, collectively, the short sellers as a group last quarter made several $1 billion.
Well, maybe I'll just do that then. Fuck.
Yeah, short Tesla. Are you kidding me? I don't give a fuck if Elon wants to get pissy on Twitter. I'm here for this. Give me your hate. Anyway, Tesla wants to deliver 90 to 100,000 cars in the second quarter of this year, but Wall Street, collectively, is thinking probably maybe 70.
Probably maybe.
Yeah. And
wow.
Yeah. I mean, the demand isn't there like it used to be, and they've probably oversaturated the market. And it doesn't help that we're entering a trade war with China, these American-built cars are going to be insanely expensive when they get off the boat.
Yup.
Yeah.
Like, they are just facing a whole lot of problems that... So, here's the thing. People will point to, be like, oh, well, Amazon early, like they weren't making a lot of money. Well, no. But Bezos, before he turned into a supervillain, had a business model that was scalable.
Mm-hmm.
There is a business model that could be followed that could make this profitable. However, Elon doesn't want to do that.
He wants to sleep on the floor of his factories and make them go faster.
No, he wants to do all, like, the fucking bullshit TED Talk stuff that everybody tells you is really good for business, but in all reality is absolutely functionally worthless.
Right.
So, yeah. So, Tesla's just there doing Tesla shit.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
There we go. And finally...
What the fuck, Honda?
120,000 2019 CRVs have been recalled because the airbag could randomly go off in your face.
Or it could not go off when you need it to.
Either or.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Because of burrs in the metal.
Yeah, in the metal core of the steering wheel assembly, which could rub the wires, which could cause them to short, which could either cause the airbag to go off in your face, or when you hit something, not go off.
Did they have... Were I making these vehicles?
I mean, I don't know. You can't wash your ridgeline because the fuel tank will explode.
It'll catch fire on you.
CRV might randomly punch you in the face really hard.
Right.
Like...
The fuck? Wow.
Yeah.
Honda, get your shit together.
On a side note, I saw a Honda Clarity in the wild for the first time.
Clarity?
Yeah.
Really?
It's a plug-in hybrid.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's like the Insight, but cooler.
I thought that was the CRZ.
No.
No, the CRZ is like the little sports CRX, but with hybrid drive.
But I thought that was a cooler version of the Insight.
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
it was the next step of the CRX.
See,
that
you're
was supposed to
forgetting
be.
about the four-door Insight. You're thinking of the
Yeah,
two-door Insight.
I know the four-door Insight.
Yeah.
I want to forget about the four-door Insight.
We all do.
Well, that's what the Clarity is. It's like a mash between the new Civic and the new Accord. but it's a plug-in hybrid.
There's a
Interesting.
market for that?
I'm going to have to keep my eyes out because I have seen some things that kind of look like Accords but aren't quite Accords.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm going to pull one up real quick.
Are they just Teslas with rebadged
no.
IS badges?
No.
None such luck.
All right, so Dave, you do that. I'm going to remind our folks to go ahead and visit our friends over at Steady Broke Clothing. It's Tommy's birthday this weekend.
Dude, yes.
So why don't you give him the best birthday present you possibly could and buy a bunch of stuff from him?
Exactly.
Go to steadybroke.com, put a bunch of his already super affordable stuff in your cart, and then use coupon code CAMAUTO15 at checkout. Saves you 15% on your entire order.
Hey, I'm wearing my Depresso t-shirt.
I wore my Broke AF shirt on Friday.
Yeah, boy.
Yep.
It's Friday's payday, right?
Damn right.
Yup. Mm-hmm. Just because you're broke doesn't mean you can't live your dreams, baby.
Steady.broke on all social media, steadybroke.com.
There it is. And there's the Honda Clarity, sir. The one I saw was in that same wine red.
I think I might have seen one of these today on my way.
You may have.
On my way back home from the girlfriend's house.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they're quite fancy little whips. I
Yeah.
enjoy them.
I have not seen one of those yet.
I think I may have seen one of those.
That Fernan
Anyway.
is not mistakable.
No. I mean, I'm sure you've seen those.
Yep, I've seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was coming up on it, and I looked over and saw the Clarity badge on the trunk lid, and I was like, ooh, is that a Canadian model we didn't get?
Nope.
And then I drove past it, and it was all the hybrid stuff, and it was actually really kind of
When
cool.
you said Clarity, I thought about the prototype that
fuel cell prototype thing.
Yeah,
They
that-
only sold in
the
California.
hydrogen car.
yeah,
Yeah.
the one that James May reviewed.
Yeah.
You know, I can't help but wonder, but why do they always have to make electric cars or hybrids look so weird?
Because it's the future, Jeffrey.
You've seen an
The future.
i8? That's the future.
That's
you know,
real.
Tesla's got their issues, but I'll put it, the Model S is one beautiful car.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's because they made an electric car not look like an electric car.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a blender with sex appeal.
Damn right.
So I just thought this. My buddy Will with the Tesla has renamed his Tesla the Roomba after me telling him about the Formula E.
Okay.
thing. So he went from Gladys to Roomba.
Can we put googly eyes on his Roomba?
Yes, and then I also told him his looks more like a KitchenAid aid, not
KitchenAid.
maid.
There you go.
KitchenAid.
You got there.
Yeah.
Anyway. Guys, we have a lot of racing to talk about because there's a lot of racing this weekend.
And I didn't watch any of it.
It's okay. I watched 2/3 of it, so...
But I did hear it was just a thrash the whole time.
So we started off the day with the Monaco Grand Prix. All the pomp and circumstance that you could possibly want from a European racing event.
It's my favorite track in Gran Turismo.
Held in a tax shelter.
In front of a million rich assholes.
Yep. So, starting off with qualifying, Lewis Hamilton, the track record got reset in qualifying 5 or 6 times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they just kept going back and forth. Lewis Hamilton narrowly grabbed the pole from teammate Valtteri Bottas. Ferrari realized that the slide rules they were using were wrong.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Slide rules, huh?
They ended up fucking over Charles Leclerc, who ended
Good
up
old
starting
Dick.
15th in his home race.
Ow.
Yeah. So that was fun. So during the race, he's young. He's starting back at the pack at a place where it is notoriously hard to get to the front unless it's raining, which it didn't do.
Right.
There's a threat of rain all day, and I was so sad when it didn't rain.
Damn it.
Right? Anyway, he made some very aggressive moves. Got himself up to 13th place. And then, as he tried to pass one of the Renaults in front of Rascasse, he hits the barrier, blows the tire off the rim, and then makes a very aggressive return to the pits with the tire just blowing up and just destroying the floor of the Ferrari.
It was thoroughly impressive.
Yes, and because he was so angry and destroyed his floor, they had to bring out the safety car to, clean up all of this shit.
Right.
It was literally a blender on the side of his car.
Oh, yeah, if you took a weed whacker to, a piece of, cardboard.
Yeah.
That's pretty... Just imagine that. There you go. So, so safety car, happens. Everybody gets bunched up, whatever. It's Hamilton from Mad Max, from Sebastian Vettel and his overheating Ferrari, which Seb was just there hanging out in third, just doing his thing. And Valtteri was in fourth and kept getting screwed over by lap traffic, i.e. a billionaire's son. So,
go figure.
Yep. So, if you remember last year, Daniel Ricciardo was down 160 horsepower on everybody else, yet he still won the race. Because it is impossible to pass at Monaco.
Right.
You know, and the places where you can pass, all you have to do is park the car and voila, nobody's getting around you. It's amazing. Lewis Hamilton is out there on the medium tires, and, you know, they're getting to the end of what Pirelli says is their lifespan.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Romain Grosjean is out on the soft compound tires, well into, like, unexplored space as far as lifespan on these things go.
The 30% past.
He's cording the shit out of these things.
They should have gotten, like, 20-some-odd laps. He got 50.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
thoroughly impressive.
Lewis is out there on the mediums doing, like, 50 laps, and he's just like, these tires are dead. I can't keep looking after these tires. I need to come in and get new tires. And his engineers are like, no, you're fine.
Right.
Max can't get around you. Just stay out there.
Don't blow a tire.
Every lap he is complaining, and he is getting more and more panicked about his fucking tires. Meanwhile, Max, who is apparently in the wrong torque setting the entire damn race, or he could have made it a bit more competitive.
Oh, boy.
Yep. The things you find out after the race.
Ah.
Yep.
Thanks, FIA rules.
No, it wasn't even that. It was just, you know, engineers told him wrong, or he didn't turn the right knob on the mini-knobbed steering wheel.
Yes.
Anyway, Hamilton held him off despite the fact that Max ended up hitting him on the second-to-last lap going into the Nouveau chicane. That was hilarious. Yep. But it all didn't matter for Max. He ended up getting a 5-second penalty for an unsafe release in the pits because he came out and he hit Valtteri Bottas in pit lane, which is something you're not supposed to do.
Okay.
Yep, he ended up fourth, so that meant Seb was second, and Valtteri rounded out the podium.
Okay.
Yep. So there you go. It was a fun parade in Monaco. Every year I'm like, it's going to be boring because it's a parade and you can't pass.
Right.
And every year, something happens.
So we should just expect something happening.
Just wake up at 7 a.m. on Sunday morning before Memorial Day like I do.
Okay.
You don't even have to put on pants. Just pour yourself a cup of coffee, park yourself on the couch, and there you go.
All right.
Yep. Moving on. The Indianapolis 500-mile race.
I like how you skipped the Coca-Cola 600.
We'll get to that because that was actually the last racing of the day.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Word.
We got a lot for that.
You got it.
Simon Pagenaud, winner of the Grand Prix of Indianapolis, the road course race that they do earlier in the month of May. He was on the pole. He really needed to win because a lot of people were doubting him. They're like, why is he getting these drives? Why does he still have the seat?
Right.
You know? Pippa Mann was in the field. She really just needed to finish. That is just her goal. Get in the 500, finish the 500.
Right.
You know. So, green flag drops. 6 laps. Colton Herta's gearbox locks up. He ends up on the inside of turn 4 within sight of pit in. Car can't move. First full course caution. And that is when we see what fresh hell pit lane was.
Oh, boy.
This day.
Yeah.
So James Davison, who was running really well, ended up getting run into by Helio Castroneves and spinning into his pit box.
Wow.
Shooting a tire off the inside wall of pit lane, across pit lane. It hit the wall of pit lane and bounced back.
Wow.
So, you know, that was a good thing that happened. Let's see. Will Power hit a crew member, got a drive-through penalty, was then pissed off that he got a drive-through penalty for hitting a crew member.
Okay.
Yeah, not understand. Saying he was robbed of his chance to win, being like the first dude to win consecutive Indy 500s.
Huh.
Because he hit someone.
Because he hit his fuel guy. Like, if you watch the replay, it is clear as day. He hits the fuel guy. Oh, and also he runs over the air hose for, like, the right front tire gun, which is also a penalty. So, dude, you were getting penalized either way.
Oh, boy.
Yep. But then this one was scary. So, Jordan King, you know, another rookie, came into his pit box, a little off kilter, hit what was going to be his fresh right rear tire, and shot it into the side of his right front tire guy.
Oh.
Dude goes down and is down in the middle of pit lane because he just got hit with a heavy-ass wheel and
Yeah,
tire.
he just got punked by a Pirelli. Like, he's
You're down.
he's hurting.
Firestone.
Okay, my bad.
Firestone. Yeah, but no, like,
Your
they have
sponsors right.
So what they have to, like, he doesn't, like, just get up or, like, crawl. People go out there and pick him up and carry him over the wall.
Oh, damn.
That's not
Yeah,
good.
Like, he got messed up by that tire.
Yeah, they took him to the Infield Medical Center, and then they took him to IU Methodist.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, like, he got fucked up.
And so we don't know at this moment what
It is.
injuries he sustained.
It's nothing life-threatening. It's just, I mean, he got hit by a fucking tire.
I mean,
so,
there's
Probably
that.
has some things that need to be reconstructed.
yeah, or I mean, he's going to be in an uncomfortable-looking cast for a while.
Yeah.
Either or. Let's see. Alexander Rossi, American hero. He had a fueling problem in that the fuel nozzle wouldn't go in and start flowing.
Yeah.
So he had a 20-some-odd second pit stop, and he's getting just so pissed
Dude,
off.
he was furious.
And he doesn't do that. So they ended up just sending him back out. And then finally, Marcus Ericsson coming into pit lane, downshifts, locks up the rears, spin cycle, hits the inside wall, bounces, hits the outside wall, comes to a stop. His day is over.
Had a pit.exe. That's what they need to install.
Welcome to Steam Edition.
Yeah.
Yes. And unfortunately, the fairy tale of Kyle Kaiser came to an end.
Oh,
A
no.
little just past halfway through the race, people were coming out of the pits, and he was just like, and he did the rookie thing that every rookie does. He goes to the outside, which is something you never want to do because that's where all, like, the track isn't rubbered in. That's where all the marbles are.
Yep.
That's where the dust is. That's where the crap is. They call it getting into the gray, and nothing good happens when you get into the gray.
Right.
He loses the car, thought he saved it, then he didn't, and hit the wall.
Of course.
Yup. So, boy howdy, that sucked. And then it was kind of uneventful, up until, 20-some-odd laps to go. Graham Rahal goes to make a move on Sebastian Bourdais on the inside of 3. They touch. Graham Rahal breaks the right front suspension, so the car is not going to turn, so he hits the outside of the wall. Ooh. He also turned Sebastian Bourdais, who hit the wall, kind of almost went over, and then came back. So Seb is not in a good mood. The track is smoked out. While the track is smoked out, they both come to a stop. Rahal gets out and slaps Bourdais in the helmet a couple times. So that's tight.
All right.
And then he hit him with the I respect Sebastian Bourdais, but I don't respect that move.
Okay.
I'm all a fan of drivers getting to say their piece, but I really don't think we should be giving a Rahal a microphone anytime soon.
It's true.
Just please.
All going through my head is the NASCAR sponsor talk.
No, wasn't that. Oh, God, no, it was not that. This is just it is nepotism at its finest complaining.
Oh, boy.
Yep. So, anyway, track is smoked out. In the confusion, Charlie Kimball, Zack Veach, and Felix Rosenquist are collected. They all spin, they hit. Scott Dixon tagged Charlie Kimball. Dixon was kind of an also-ran all race. I mean, he got into the lead a couple times only because he was getting insane mileage when he had a full tank of fuel, but he wasn't going to win. So it kind of ended his threat, I guess. So there's a great replay. I suggest everybody watch this. James Hinchcliffe is just coming up to this chaos, and you can hear his spotter frantically telling him to get down, get low, just cut across the grass, get onto the access road, get down, get down, get down. Hinch starts going up the track.
Obviously not listening to his spotter.
What if I go here? And then you just hear his spot, the sponsor sees, the two cars that had been previously won now coming apart, and he's just thread it, man. It's just
just stressed, you're about to wad this thing up. Just thread it.
I tried, but he did it. He made it through.
Okay.
Yes. And Santonio Ferrucci, who, if you were on Twitter, the broadcast was saying, he was a rookie and he was doing good. Twitter's reaction was, why don't you talk about why he got kicked out of F2 and cut by Haas? Okay. This is not the place for that, But okay,
Right.
Twitter, outrage, appreciate it.
Dumpster fire.
For those who don't know, Santonio Ferici was caught driving from pit lane to his garage in F2 with his phone in his hand. That was one thing. And then also,
What?
well, then also on a cooldown lap, he intentionally wrecked his teammate.
What?
Yep. His former F2 team sued him and his dad for non-payment, and that is why he's driving an Indy car.
Okay.
Because once you burn that bridge, it's very hard to get back there. So,
By texting and driving in a full-on motorsports.
and wrecking your teammate
Jeez.
intentionally.
Jeez.
Yeah. So there you go.
This guy just doesn't give a shit, does he?
No, and he was super aggressive all day. It was him and Tony Kanaan came out of pit lane side by side, and then as soon as you're past the white line on pit lane, get up to speed. You can do whatever you want. If you can cram 3 cars in there side by side, that's great. So long as one of them doesn't go 4 wheels over the white line, in the short chute between 1 and 2, you're fine.
Okay.
He was wheel to wheel with TK coming out of the pits.
Oh, damn.
He put 2 over the white line, but not 4, and then just blew past Tony Kanaan.
Okay.
He is a very aggressive driver. I mean, this is what people want, but apparently this is not, you can't pick your heroes in this instance, people. So, there you go. Anyway, during that chaos, Ferrucci is coming upon it, and his spotter's just go high, no, go low, go, get down. So you hear Ferrucci drop a gear, cut across the grass onto the access road, and then just keep on motoring.
Nice.
Yup.
Very nice.
So there we go. This whole kerfuffle causes a red flag.
As it should.
Yup.
That was a mess.
It took them quite a while to figure this out. Once they got the cars going again, it was several caution laps.
I'm sure.
Way too many. And their problem was they were trying to shuffle the lapped cars to the back of the field. And, in my head, I'm well, why don't you just take the cars who were a lap down and either keep them in pit lane and get everybody on the lead lap out first, or, but whatever. What do I know? Anyway, so 13 laps left, and it is Simon Pagenaud, Alexander Rossi, and then for some odd reason, Takuma Sato was there.
What?
Yeah, the dude nobody picked, not even Takuma Sato.
Wow.
Yeah, he's somehow in third.
Was the same guy that couldn't make it to the last race because he got stuck in the airport?
I can't remember.
Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Takuma Sato is just there in third. Just, hi, I'm going to go ahead and pressure second place for 2 laps, and then fourth place ain't catching me, so I'm good.
I'm happy. I ain't arguing.
I've made my
Accidental podium.
I've made my peace. So, it is Pagenaud and Rossi just duking it out over the course of those last laps. And before the restart happened, they cut into Pagenaud's, communication. And his spotter was okay, you know exactly what Rossi's going to do. As soon as the restart happens, he's going to cut down and he's going to get right on the pit wall because that's where he's fastest.
Right.
So you have to cut down and get right there on pit wall because if you do that, he's not going to get around you.
Valid.
The Chevys had the horsepower, the Hondas had the fuel mileage, but with that short of a span to go, mileage didn't matter. So,
Right, you could put it down and get gone.
yeah, and if you talk to Graham Rahal, it was Graham and Alexander Rossi were the only 2 Hondas that could make a move. So, and with Graham being tragically taken out by
Right, he was wadded up.
by former champion Sebastian Bourdais. It's just all Honda hopes were pinned on Alex Rossi.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, goddamn, it was a hell of a battle. On lap 199 on the back straight, Pagenaud gets around Rossi. And then that whole last lap, it is just Pagenaud just trying to keep Rossi in his mirrors.
It was quite a little bit of a duke.
It was insane.
A dance.
Yeah. And he does it. He holds him off, beats him by a quarter of a second,
Beautiful.
crosses the bricks.
And gets the milk.
Yep.
And gets the milk.
Hey man, Ray Haroon said that a nice glass of buttermilk is the most refreshing thing on a hot day. And he won the first one, so ever since then. Everybody gets milk.
Yeah.
Unless you're lactose intolerant, and then they give you OJ.
I want to find a video of someone
Or now it's like you can get almond milk or whatever. But yeah, no, it's like, yeah, I can't remember. I think it was one of the unsers. Like he had like some lactose intolerance, so they gave him like a jug of orange juice.
What else is there?
This Indianapolis 500 is brought to you by Tampico.
Just a little owl with
Minute
like
Maid.
a fucking wreath, and then just like a jug of Florida's Best.
Oh boy.
Minute Maid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because nobody in Indy makes good orange juice.
Well, I don't know how that happened. I feel like this is how it happened. Like they're like, okay, this guy's probably going to win. Shit, he's lactose intolerant. Fuck. What do we do? Go to the store and buy something. Needs to be a gallon of something.
Well, it's just like, what else do people get delivered to their house with their milk?
Eggs.
Can't have them do that.
Lactose intolerant, but give the man an omelet.
Coffee creamer. He could do that. No, goddamn it, that'll kill him. I know.
Toast.
Yeah.
We're getting warmer.
Well, so
Well, yeah, it's toast. It's warm.
Anyway, so in the pre-race coverage, they showed the list of what everybody in the field. If you make the field of 33, one of the first things that they ask you is, "Hey, if you win, what kind of milk do you want?" / are you lactose intolerant?
That's a two-part.
Like you're going over the list, and it's just a lot of like whole milk, 2%, skim milk. You know, Ed Carpenter, Indianapolis' own, says whole milk. Parentheses. I want the wholest milk that you have. I will take buttermilk if you will give it to me.
Buttermilk it is.
Tragically, Ed Carpenter did not win, even though he qualified third. It is just fulfilling this curse.
I'm liking the idea of there's a fridge somewhere in Indianapolis with all of the choices in the fridge.
Oh, it's just, I mean, there's
Guaranteed.
There is one dairy, so it's just like they will, like they went and visit. They made Rutledge Wood milk cows on this dairy.
and you know there's a press conference there. Like 2 or 3 of the drivers went there and got photos with cows.
I mean, sure, probably.
You never know.
A surprising amount of them do live in Indianapolis.
Oh, really?
So,
Dairy Farmers of America got the calendar and everything with a bunch of F1 guys.
Yeah.
It's chilling right there on the dash of that Mac.
Yep.
Pulling that double tanker.
You know
right
it.
there next to the titty mag.
God, it would be just be hilarious. Hey, you Takuma Sato. I remember you from your Super Geary days.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Anyway, and then,
Man, so that was a fun one.
Yep. And then to close out the day, the Coca-Cola 600, the longest race on the NASCAR calendar, the one that starts in the afternoon. The track, half the track is just blisteringly hot. The other half is in the shade. So from the start of the race to the end of the race, the track changes just so goddamn much.
Wow.
I couldn't watch any of it because it was so goddamn boring.
Interesting.
Not like
So what track is the Coca-Cola 600 on?
Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Oh, okay, Charlotte. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's why it's boring.
Yeah, I mean, with Monaco, it's a parade, but there is just so much pomp and circumstance and history there.
Right.
That
It's Monaco.
yeah, you give a shit. Same thing with Indianapolis. Like, it is a 2.5 mile flat track.
Yep.
That you are asking people to do 230 plus miles an hour on.
I mean, it was the inspiration for our GT Sport Challenge.
yeah, it is insane that you are asking these people to do 500 miles on this track.
Right.
You know? And then here is
NASCAR.
this. Like, there are things you could sell me on, but they didn't.
Right.
No history. Things were happening, but we were being, like, in the broadcast you were shown much after the fact, and the commentators were like, oh, well, another Toyota lost a right front and just shot up into the wall. Hence the safety car period.
Well, okay. I mean, that sounds like another day on I-15 northbound.
Yeah, but I'm just like, but
You're not wrong.
like, you could, some of this stuff seems fairly interesting.
Yeah.
Like, you could,
You'd build it up a little bit.
yeah, but no, they just didn't want to, and they're doing that stupid stage racing thing, whereas, like, you get to watch the first 100 laps and then mandatory yellow flag and pit, and then another 100.
It just seems stupid.
It really is. And also, there was nobody there. Like, Indy, 300,000 people showed up. The snake pit was full. People were making very, very, very poor life decisions there.
Yes.
You know?
Like, I even mentioned, I noted when we watched the video, I'm like, holy shit, that's full.
Yeah.
Like, surprisingly.
Yeah, no, like, it is, like, 300,000 people go to Speedway, Indiana, which is not a big place. I've been there. Not a lot's going on.
Say, isn't your family from up in kind of that area or something?
I've got cousins who live in Indianapolis.
Okay, all right.
Shout out to my cousin Ashley, who's going to be giving birth to her first child fairly soon. So,
Aw.
Yep.
Merry birthmas to the child.
Yep. So, anyway.
Happy Spawn Day.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes, very spawn.
Yeah, no, like, I mean, Speedway, like, there's not a lot. There's, like, the main drag where a lot of the Indy teams are. Dallara has a workshop there. At the end, there's an Allison transmission plant.
Of course.
But then, like, aside from, like, that and the Speedway itself, there's not a lot going on.
It's just small town USA.
Yeah, but 300,000 people show up there on Memorial Day weekend.
Because yeehaw.
And a lot of them go to a place called the Snake Pit and make very regrettable life choices.
It's okay. We all make very regrettable life choices.
Me and Chirp might be doing that next year.
Why were you staring
why
at
not?
me when you said that?
I looked at you and then looked at Mike.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were staring me down.
I
No.
mean, you haven't lived long enough to make those choices.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
own 3 Subarus.
Yeah, you own as many as I do.
I owned an A70 and I am going to own another one. So,
Fair.
Yep.
I want you to have that.
Me too. I want to complete my dreams of a junkyard GET setup for that thing.
Yes, I support that
Yeah.
entirely.
Anyway, so yeah, no, the Coca-Cola 600. I mean, I watched the first stage, and then I announced on Twitter I have more important shit to do, and then I wrote the NASA Utah write-up, which is live on the site right now. The theme is disappointment, so go ahead and check that out. It's well worth your time.
I
Anyway.
also believe there's another piece on there that
Oh, yes.
I wrote.
Yes, Zach totally wrote about his experience at the Sam Pete Grease and Grub.
I had a ghostwriter, guys. I had a ghostwriter.
It's okay. Happens to us all.
But I still feel pretty fancy, though.
Much like, it's, if you go to the site, it's going to say, Dave posted this podcast. Yes, Dave totally posted the podcast.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, shove, shove.
Yep.
Hey, I'll tell him you posted. Tell me I posted that. Okay. Also,
Anyway.
that photo of Clark was amazing.
Yes. I'm
I
glad.
sent that to him. Did you?
I didn't.
No, I did.
Good.
Okay.
So, all right, there we go.
Holy shit, we've done it.
Yes, we have.
Are we
Wow.
landing?
Yep, we're landing. First, Jeff, this weekend, Import Spring Show-Off.
It is.
Yep, out at UMC. Second year in a row, but this time with actual proper preparation time.
Yeah, I'll see if I can make it. I don't know, guys. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
just some cars.
just some cars at a racetrack.
Just
and
some dudes
you
doing
know,
dude stuff.
It's just like Utah's biggest motorsport festival.
Mm-hmm. And your favorite podcast is going to be there recording live.
And I might even be bringing a special car out.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Either way. So that is this Saturday. Show is 1 to 5. There is a 2-day Salt City Drift event. Saturday, Sunday. When ISS is going on, you'll be able to go right along with the Salt City Drift guys, if you so choose, on a special layout of the drift course. I mean, there's going to be cars, there's going to be the kart track open, just food vendors. It is going to be a grand old time.
Yeah, it's gonna be big. So if you're into cars, no matter what your style might be, it's a day that you'll leave with a smile on your face.
Absolutely.
Yep,
No questions.
Yeah, 100%.
yep, and you may get yelled at by us. Who knows? Because at our fun little podcast, we will have some Q&A time.
Of course.
Yeah, so you will be able to come up, ask us questions, and possibly get belittled. So
I mean, it's not a bad thing.
no,
I feel like I'm going to be getting belittled quite.
who knows?
Probably.
Yep. Anyway, so
But I ain't belittle.
No, Zach.
stop.
No.
So I'm going to sign off now.
That's where I was going with that.
Yep.
All right, guys. Podcast is on all the places where you get podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play. Like, rate, review, subscribe. Follow us on all the social medias. We're at CamAutomag on everything. Follow the Import Spring Show Off. Just go ahead and search Import Spring Show Off on Instagram and Facebook, and it'll pop up. You'll know it when you see it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It's a good time.
Yes, indeedy. Support us on Patreon, patreon.com/CamAutomag. Be cool like Ayrton. Give us money and possibly win yourself some time on this here podcast.
Boom.
Yup.
It's going to be so crazy listening to this and not knowing what we're talking about on the Thursday episode.
Oh, yeah.
But we know on the Tuesday episode.
Yep, it's weird.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Out of our comfort zone.
So now are we going to watch Russian Dashcam videos?
Nah.
Is that how it works?
Now I'm going to kick you all out, and I'm going to quick edit this, and then I'm going to go to sleep.
That sounds good.
I love the sound of that.
Yep. Anyway, so for episode 195 of the CAMcast, I have been Mike.
I've been Professor Dave.
I've been Zack Lords, a.k.a. Colonel Eddie Dean.
There you go.
Thanks for having me, guys. It's been fun.
No
Yep.
problem, Jeff. Thank you for coming on.
All right, kids.
We'll see you this weekend.
Now